It's been a good season for Chelsea so far this season. At least Chelsea they try, show say they fit compete for the Premier League title, you know. So this season has been good so far for Chelsea. Yeah, some players don't really stand out for Chelsea this season. The likes of Jackson, the likes of Caicedo, the likes of Cucurella, the likes of Levi Colwill and Cole Palmer. These are some of the players why I won't really talk about today and how much they don't really stand out this season for Chelsea. Because like it or not, there are some players that really holds a team together. There are some players where say, this team, if we dey available, you go show say we dey available. And these are some of the players where we won't really talk about today because some players have actually stand out. There's no how we must start without talking about Nicholas Jackson. Nicholas Jackson has been reborn this season because last season everybody criticized this guy. It was his first season in the EPL. Nobody really believed in him. Even me as a Chelsea fan, I didn't really believe in him because I see and say now one kind of unknown player where they go bring from Villarreal. Wait for Chelsea, you score 14 goals for your first season for Chelsea. Yeah, 14 goals if I'm not mistaken. Without penalties. So imagine say we add Kopama penalties to in game. He go at least get like 24, 25 goals last season. But Jackson has been reborn. Maybe now wetin make criticize am in the summer when Chelsea they go for Osimhen. So okay, make Chelsea sign Osimhen. There's so much news in the media concerning Chelsea striker problem. So many media they criticize Jackson. Even Chelsea fans say they criticize Jackson, say this guy has not been really performing well up to his standard. Chelsea doesn't need this kind of player. Chelsea needs a kind of an A-list striker that can guarantee you 30 goals. This big name kind of striker. But what Jackson actually brings to this team is quite different from what a big player would bring. Yes, a big player would bring so much more. The big player will guarantee you goals, no doubt. But what this guy brings to this team is quite different, and he has a very rare kind of special talent in him. He drops down into the midfield. He brings everyone into play. He allows the wingers, goes into his position. I feel play waiting those your A-list striker. I feel play also. I feel give you those guaranteed goals when the likes of them, the Gokeres of this world, go fit give you. Just give me one more season, make I show it if you do, and that is what he's showing right now. Because this guy is taking everybody by surprise. Imagine 13 games this season. He has scored 8 goals and 3 assists. Is that not impressive for a striker? He won't show now say I be striker where he competes. I be striker where he score goals and make assists. And the way he brings other teammates like the Kopama, the Madwekes, the Neto, and Sancho into the game, it shows that this guy is very selfless. One thing I love about Jackson is he's not injury prone. Jackson can give you 38 matches, 40 matches in a season, and he won't get injured. That's the kind of striker Chelsea needs. Yes, Chelsea needs the type of Osimhen kind of headers, Osimhen speed, physicality, strength, shots and all of that. But how fit can those guys be? Can those guys maintain 30 matches per season, 38 matches per season, 40 matches in all competitions per season? Can those guys maintain that consistency? Because other strikers want to be the center of attraction. They want to be that same player where you say, now only them will feel score these goals. But Jackson brings others into the team and he has been consistent. He has been good. If he doesn't score, he makes assists. And he has shown that there's room for improvement and he could do better. Another player I talk about is Moisés Caicedo. Man, Moisés Caicedo don't show say this now our mini Kante. Moisés Caicedo don't show say when I feel don't lose Kante last 2 seasons, but you see me, I don't come. He has this Makalele Kante, Balak kind of player inside of him. You understand? This guy has good passes, this box-to-box mentality, goes forward and he comes back, he attacks. He can play as a defensive midfielder, he can play as a 6, he can play as a 10. So Moisés Caicedo has proved so many people wrong this season because But before Chelsea bought this guy, he was compared with the likes of them, then Declan Rice. Because Chelsea at the time were going for Declan Rice, then before Liverpool won't go collect Moisés Caicedo also, then Chelsea say no, this guy get with it, we just lose in Kante, abeg, bring this guy in. So Chelsea brought this guy in, and with so much price tag, I think it was 120 million thereabouts that Chelsea bought this guy for, and this guy has hit the ground running. When he came to Chelsea, I think the first few months, really get and clear. Maybe the Pochettino or the price tag, they too heavy for him. But after a few months, he really settled into the team, and he just show say, I be that player where una think say I be, wey make una sign me from Brighton. Tackles one, highest in the Premier League. Ball recoveries, one of the highest in the Premier League. Duels one, the highest in the Premier League. The tackles one, the highest in the Premier League. So all those stats speaks for himself. If you have a player like Kante, no, they go, no worry, go play. I go cover up for una. He goes forward, he comes back, he defends the attack. So this guy, he gets that attribute to be one of the best midfielders in the Premier League as it stands right now. And he's showing that he's one of the best midfielders right now. Defensively, he's good. To me, right now, Moisés Caicedo is better right now than Declan Rice. So he's showing everybody, say, forget the price tag, leave the price tag, make the price tag go sit down for one corner. Me, I the player where we say I feel live up to the price tag. I feel do well for my team. When you say you go, they show say every match, this guy they get like 8%, 8 something percent to 10% of his performance in ratings every single match. It's in the show say I can do more than what you guys think I can do. I am me. I am Moisés Caicedo. He's a very consistent player, and I like what he does for the team. He covers up so much grounds, going forward, coming backwards, defensively, attacking wise. He has some good passes that some fans say they see say this guy gets some good passes for his legs. So Moisés Caicedo has been one of the very consistent player right now for Chelsea this season. Somebody else I want to talk about is Marc Cucurella. Cucurella. Because when this guy came to Chelsea, Marc Cucurella, he didn't really hit the ground running. He was bought for like 60 million pounds thereabout. He didn't really hit the ground running as at the first season, the first full season. I would say, maybe the price tag or moving from one city to another or something. I don't just know what the problem was at the time. But just after the Euros, Marc Cucurella has stepped up his game. Marc Cucurella has been one of the forces in that defense. He really helps both from the defense to the midfield to the attack, because sometimes he played the inverted role, sometimes he attacks in the left wing. That's the overlap. Sometimes he defends magnificently well. This guy they do well. They show say after the Euros I've been reborn. I'm now a new kind of player, because some Chelsea fans were not really happy that Chelsea sold Ian Maatsen to Aston Villa. But some Chelsea fans actually even wanted Maatsen to start over Marc Cucurella because of his form last season. But after the Euros, this guy has been reborn. His tackles have been clean. He has been disciplined. He plays selflessly. They play like say in last game for Chelsea. He has been really, really good and consistent, and I love that about him. He's very selfless. He goes forward, comes back, wins tackles, makes shots, crosses in his position. He's the best in the Premier League as it stands now. No see through talk. He's very, very consistent and very good. So I'll give it up for Marc Cucurella. That guy has been fantastic and he has been consistent this season. The last player I want to talk about is the one and only Cole Palmer. This guy, consistency is supposed to be his surname, because since when this guy came to Chelsea, he has been a revelation. He has been magnificent. In a player where you see assists, he did there. Goals, he gets them. Imagine the amount of goals he scored last season. Imagine the amount of assists he made last season. you go know say na very special kind of player be this no be kind of player wey you dey see almost every time. People dey compare am to Foden. You go compare Kopama to Foden right now, forget say Foden win Premier League of the player last season, but what Kopama did, he deserved to win that award, honestly, because this guy has been a revelation for Chelsea, honestly. Going forward, the passes, the counter attacks. Imagine that free kick against Brighton. Imagine 4 goals against Brighton. Imagine the 3 assists against Wolves. Some they count them. This guy is a revelation. We too won't talk about Palmer who we never talked before. Palmer is good. Palmer is clever. Alright? Palmer has his goal instincts. He has this eye for goal. If he sees that he's not able to score those where he gives an assist. The kind of passes where they come up for that ball, like in they play like first where they play ball since then Kaka era. That's the kind of player he is. Like, if they give me that Ozil vibe, that kind of Ozil vibe where you say you don't need to look before you give those passes, and he score goals, he makes assists, he contributes to every match. What else do you want to talk about Kopama? Kopama has just been a revelation for Chelsea. Starting from last season to this season, a kind of player that has the same goal contribution as the amount of matches he has played for the club. 8 goals and 6 assists this season in 13 games. What you won't call that kind of player again? So right now, Kopama is the star player in this team. Kopama is doing wonderfully well. Yes, if you know see him against that Liverpool match or against Man U match, but other matches he has shown that he can demolish team by himself. And I like the fact say they like last season. Last season it was just Kopama all through, just only him. Carrying the team, making assists, scoring goals. Palmer and Jackson. But this season, if Palmer no score, Jackson will score. If Jackson no score, Madueke will score. If Madueke no score, Neto did there. So the load has been shared around these players. Like, they don't relieve him small of the so much reliance on his talent, on the so much reliance on what he can produce on the field of play. So Kopama has been a revelation, and he has been fantastically good for Chelsea this season. I know that they have this season they have been fantastic, week in, week out, game in, game out. They have been fantastic for Chelsea this season. And if they maintain this consistency, if they maintain this form, that Chelsea will compete for the Premier League or Chelsea will qualify for the Champions League. Please share your thoughts in the comment section, like and comment. Thank you very much. We're going to the next episode.